Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Game Hammer's Extra Game Haul. That's a bit of a mouthful. Not much to go on this time because it's getting pretty slim pickings out there, but I think I've got some good stuff here. So, well, some of it's good stuff. The first one is Family Arcade Games, which I picked up because of cows as some sort of quad bike thing. I don't know what this is, but it's a collection of various Flash games, basically. I'm going to do a Game Hammer video on it because some of this looks moderately interesting. I think some of it's a shooting gallery, some of it's attempting to be 3D, some of it looks a bit like, well, that one there, that is basically just a 3D Donkey Kong. So I think this will be interesting and we'll give it a try. But that's not everything. We also picked up An American Tail on PlayStation 2. It's by Blast, so you know it's probably not going to be very good because they usually aren't, but it's in excellent condition and it adds to the set. Everything's here as well in great condition, so I am looking forward to giving this a try. It wouldn't load on my fat PS2, on the fourth serial number version of the original version of the PlayStation. People who know PS2 know that what I'm talking about there. The first few iterations of the original PS2 even, weren't that great, but by the fourth it was a really good, solid product, so it doesn't load on that. I'm hoping it'll load on the pink because of the laser issue. Let's just hope it is anyway. But that's not all, because I also got Tron 2.0 Killer App, which is an Xbox original exclusive, in great condition. Hoping this is going to be good. I don't know, because I've never seen any reviews, but it is on the list of things to collect, so very happy to finally have a copy, because I've been looking for it for a while, and it's just not been around. So, finally got it. But the one that really sealed the deal is a present from Jen as a kind of, well, I'm sorry you didn't get re-elected, but here's a commiserations thing, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jen. Psy Girls from Konami. This is brilliant. It's 2 discs in the Resident Evil style, because one disc deals with one character, one disc deals with another. Very different play styles for both, so it's very interesting. I'm really enjoying it. Great game. Not brilliant condition on the box, but I'll be able to clean that up. Everything is here though, a manual and everything, so I'm very happy. I sat down to test whether the game would load and played the first level on each character. That's how good it is, because I sat down to test whether it would work and just got straight into it. It's a very good game, a lot of fun, really enjoyed it. Now guys, I think I'm into focus, yes I am. Now guys, it's getting slim pickings out there, but I think I may have found something that's relatively interesting. I mean, it's not computer games, but it's interesting as well. It's computer game adjacent. So, got some Assassin's Creed novels. These things are massive, look at the size of these. So, Assassin's Creed, The Secret Crusade, The Untold Story of Altair, the Master Assassin, which would be nice because he's practically in one game, and then ditched because his game was unpopular. But Ezio was good, but Altair could have been good as well. Assassin's Creed Revelations. And should have got these out while I was talking, but made it a bit nice, so I stopped. Assassin's Creed Renaissance and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So I'm very interested to have a look at these because I think they'll be great. But the main thing, the one that caught my eye the first, is this big box here. 24, the DVD game for 50p. I'm not gonna say no. I mean, that could be quite interesting. DVD and board game. So it's like that. If you ever played that Star Trek game or Atmosphere or something like that, I think this is kind of the thing that this is about. So let's have a look at what it says. A briefing with Jack Bauer at CTU regarding a possible terrorist attack will set the day in motion, just like 24. As a CTU agent, you'll respond to the scene and sort through clues that point to the terrorists' future objectives. Determine which clues to follow, then complete challenging mini-games on screen in order to advance. Now that sounds quite good to me, a bit different to Atmosphere, where the DVD would essentially be linear and the changes to the game would be on the board. This might be quite interesting, so we're going to have a Game Hammer on that at some point. Oh, and this one's just a bit of a daft edition. Sim charity shops I always troll just to see if there's anything there. Usually there's not, and then sometimes there's some great stuff, and sometimes it's a bunch of educational titles like Fisher-Price Pirate Ship, which is a bunch of mini-games, educational mini-games, so that's pretty cool. Red Line Racer, which is from Criterion, so you know it's going to be pretty decent. I mean, they did Burnout. And Teletubbies CD-ROM, which again is a load of mini-games. I don't know how good these are going to be. I'm pretty sure Red Line Racer is going to be actually quite good. Looking to see whether I can get them running on the Mac so I can get some footage. If I can't, I'll see if I can source some fair use or free-to-use footage to add in here, because I think they'll be interesting. But we'll be doing a section on Game Hammer at some point about educational games, because I want to look at Fun School from the Amstrad, all the way up to this modern stuff that you can do now, and see how that goes. But yeah, make interesting additions to the museum, if nothing else. Anyway, that's all I've got for the moment, so thank you very much for watching. Like I say, it is getting slim pickings sometimes, especially as I'm closing in on 75% on the PS2 collection. It's just hard to find this stuff in the local area. Hey guys, a quick addition that I'm going to slide in just before we finish, because I am really strapped for time at the moment. Just got out of the bath, hence my hair's wet, but I've got a couple of pickups from Jen. She was very kind to provide these. Thank you so much, Jen. The first one is Pimp My Ride Street Racing, which is in really great condition. This is wonderful. The back has hardly been used. Everything's here in great condition. And it turns out that this is a pretty good street racing game. It's decent enough. I enjoyed playing it, and we'll probably have a review on Game Hammer pretty soon. It's one I didn't know existed. I knew about Pimp My Ride. We've got that. It was one of the early pickups. But not this sequel, which is from 2009. So it's pretty late, which is probably why I hadn't even heard of it. But it's decent enough, looks pretty good, plays pretty good. Very happy with it. But it's not the only one that she found, because we've also got 25 to Life. Now this is an IDOS version of Grand Theft Auto, basically. It's a very good game. Looks good, plays pretty well, great condition. Everything's here. Manual's a little bit creased because it's been used, but really happy with that. So yeah, this one's from, when is it, 2005, so it's right in the heyday of the PS2. Great condition. Really enjoyed playing it. It's another one that I'm going to have to sit down and actually play through properly. Very happy with it. But I've got to go now, so thank you so much, Jen. That brings us to almost 75%. We're so close, but it's getting so hard to find new titles in the area. So at some point we're going to have to bite the bullet and start with the orders. But that's not going to happen too quick, because, of course, as everyone knows by now, if you've been watching my vlog, did lose my main job and I'm trying to rebuild my business, so things are starting to slow down on several fronts now, so I better get back to work. I've got here playing Knights of the Round because I've got a review to write of that, and I've got a load of work to do, so I'll see you later. Let's get back to the rest of the video. Okay guys, now I've got for you a sad story of the one that got away. I was just over having a look through the local charity shops and I saw this. It's an Evel Knievel action cycle, stunt cycle toy, and it's worth anything between £40 and £180 depending on condition and whether it's got a box. The one I saw was for sale for £1 and it was in good condition. So it would have been worth a fair amount and I could have put that money toward the collection. So I went into the charity shop and the guy in front of me bought it. Now, he was an older guy, about 10 years older than I am, with a young kid who he was using as an excuse, talking to him about how the kid will love playing with this. With his phone open in his hand with eBay open. I knew exactly what he was doing, because I was going to do it too. So, yeah, it's another collector reseller who had found something that was worth a fair bit, with a big profit margin. And he got there first. I don't want to have any grudges against him. I'd have done the same thing in his position. I wouldn't have lied about letting a kid play with it, but I would have bought it and flogged it on. So I can't really say anything too bad, but guys, don't lie to the people behind the camera. They don't care. So that's my story about the one that got away. I could have put that money to good use, but oh well. But I did console myself because I found a Sonic the Hedgehog bag for £1. And it's really nice condition. I don't think it's ever actually been used. It's got a little mark on the front, which I can get off. But loads of space inside. Nice, very nice. And I don't know when it's from, but it has that weird 90s style plastic, rubbery plastic for the tabs. And a 90s style Sonic. So, given that Sega reused their art and don't seem to be consistent in what art they use on what, I don't know when this is from. So if anyone knows when that's from, I'd love to know. But I do like my Sonics. It's got these little reflective bits on as well. It's clearly a kid's school bag, basically, isn't it? Like a lunch bag or something. I think actually it has been used because the clip, it does clip, but it feels like it's got a bit of wear to it. So it's been used with care and probably with love as well. I'm really happy to have that. It's nice. I like my Sonics, so yeah. Could have been a much better day, but I'm not going to argue because a nice Sonic bag, that'll do me. Anyway, that's all I've got for the moment. Maybe there'll be more later in the month, but for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this, and if you did, remember to click that like button, share it with your friends so that they'll know some good games and some nice pickups too when they see them. And do subscribe for future videos because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching a Game Hammer extra game haul on the Knob Mouse channel. Yes, it is a bit of a mouthful, but bear with me. I'll see you next time. If you liked today's video, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you.